Howdy, I'm John Mark Dempsey, and we are having a second cup of coffee conversation today with Eric King and with M. Legend Brown. And they are the co-producers of a movie that is about to come out, The Golden Voices 2.
Yes, sir.
And Eric lives in Sulphur Springs, and M. Legend lives in Rockwall, so not far away. But coming up on Saturday evening, August 31st, 7 p.m. at Morning Chapel Baptist Church here in Sulphur Springs, we'll have a screening of this movie. So tell us, and I'll start with Eric, just give us a little background about the story here. But it is The Golden Voices 2, so this is a sequel to the first movie,
Yes.
which I'm sure is quite familiar to a lot of our viewers and listeners.
Yes. So this one is it's about redemption, love, and so a young person just trying to find their way, and a story of the next great singer. So I won't give too much away.
And just so the second movie maybe is more understandable in context, M. Legend, tell us about the first movie. What's the story of the first movie?
The first movie is about a young lady who's just trying to find her way. And her grandmother talks her into teaching at a college, and she finds what she feels like she knows what to do. And so she learns that sometimes through faith and God's connection that you can find people who help you find your purpose. And so we built off of that on the second movie. It's like sometimes when you lose the closest people to you, it feels like you've lost your way or you lost your purpose. So then you have to start all over again, and then you run into somebody who again reminds you of your purpose.
And we should say, if we haven't made it clear, this has a lot to do with gospel music.
Yes.
Yes.
Right? A lot of gospel music in the first movie and in the second movie.
Right.
Do each of you have a background in gospel music?
No.
Really?
Can't hold a note.
I would not have guessed that. So what got you interested and fascinated enough with gospel music to make two movies?
Well, some of my favorite people, when you go to churches or you watch them on TV, the music seems to motivate you or encourage you. Even from back in the day when Oral Roberts used to come on, and his music would be so energetic. And then you think about, latest to, some of the guys you see on TV now. So, and then some of my favorite singers from James Cleveland on to you name it. Music has always been an inspiration to everybody.
There are more music fans than there are musicians, aren't there?
Right.
We all love music on one level or another. So,
yes.
Yeah.
I love to hear my wife and kids sing, and so they're the singers of the family.
I see. So you're co-producers, and what's the story of M. Legend? I have the sense that you have been involved in movies longer than Eric. Am I correct?
Maybe about 6 months.
But not that much.
Not that much.
So the story is that you got him into this.
We did. I had just made my very first movie. A good friend of mine used to cut my hair, and he used to do skits, and he would be like, hey man, I want you to, he knew I was a writer. And so he says, I want you to write something for me and make a movie. And we kind of didn't know what we were doing. We had all the big lights, but it was so funny. We had big lights, but we would burn holes in the ceiling because we didn't know how to use them. And so after we finished the movie, Eric had just came to Pepsi. I was already working at Pepsi. And then I showed him the movie, and it took him and his wife to dinner, and it was all downhill after that.
And I should say also, you are the writer and director of The Golden Voice 2, also Golden Voice 1.
Yes.
And this was shot in Terrell?
Yes.
So not far away.
Not far away.
Do we have any local Sulphur Springs folks that appear in this movie?
No, but we do have a guy that's going to do the composing for us. Russell Edwards is going to compose it for us. He's here in Sulphur Springs.
Was the first movie in theaters? So many movies go to either now they go online and they're available streaming, not so much to video. But was it in theaters?
No, we went straight to streaming. Yeah.
But there's a lot of viewers on
Yes.
available via streaming, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, this movie's probably been seen over 10 million times. The first one.
The first one.
Really?
Yes.
And on what network or?
YouTube, Amazon,
Okay.
TBN, Tubi,
Okay. Okay. And
Positive TV. you
same
name
thing
it.
for this. This will also be streaming.
Yes.
How do you? It's just a nuts and bolts question here. How do you make money on streaming movies? Is it just purely on is a pay per view situation, or?
Sometimes you get distributors who are like a TBN who says we want to license it for so long, and then they offer us a certain amount of money to license it. Then you have the Tubis and the YouTubes and the Amazon who says every time somebody watches it, we give you a certain amount. So say it's $6, we're going to give you 3, and then we keep 3. Yeah,
I see. What's next for you guys?
we're going to do a Christmas movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're going to take Golden Voices 3 into a Christmas.
Great.
Yes. It's already written.
Already written, but you have not started production.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Fantastic. Well, also, I understand you're a relative of Dolly Kelly of
Yes.
KSST.
Yes. Yes. That's my aunt. That's my aunt.
Fantastic.
Yes.
How long have you lived in Sulphur Springs?
18 years now.
That's a long time. You're a
I
long
moved.
time.
I moved here before Sulphur Springs played Dayton in the state championship game. So
Right.
I won both ways. So.
Right. How about that?
Yes.
Yeah. 18 years. That's you're almost a lifetime.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So again, the Golden Voices 2 screening at 7 p.m. Saturday, August 31st, Morning Chapel Baptist Church in Sulphur Springs, and
Yes.
soon to be streaming. What date will the streaming?
We're not quite sure
You're
yet.
not quite sure yet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let us know.
We will.
Yes. And the movie is going to be sponsored here in Sulphur Springs by the youth ministry of Morning Chapel,
Okay.
as well as the youth ministry at St. Luke Baptist Church.
Very good. All right. Eric King and M. Legend Brown,
Yes.
co-producers of the Golden Voices 2, coming out very soon. I'm John Mark Dempsey. This is KSST.